This video is about the keyboard shortcuts and function keys in Word for Windows. Many users find that using an external keyboard with keyboard shortcuts for Word helps them work more efficiently. For users with mobility or vision disabilities, keyboard shortcuts can be easier than using the touch screen and are an essential alternative to using a mouse. In this video, I will cover the following topics: frequently used shortcuts, ribbon keyboard shortcuts, navigate the document, preview and print documents, select text and graphics, edit text and graphics, work with web content, work with tables, review a document, work with references, citations and indexing, work with mail merge and fields, work with text in other languages. Work with document views, use function key shortcuts. Have a look at frequently used shortcuts. Open a document, Ctrl+O, create a new document, Ctrl+N, save the document, Ctrl+S, close the document, Ctrl+W, cut the selected content to the clipboard, Ctrl+X, copy the selected content to the clipboard, Ctrl+C, paste the contents of the clipboard, Ctrl+V, select all document content, Ctrl+A, apply bold formatting to text, Ctrl+B, apply italic formatting to text, Ctrl+I, apply underline formatting. To text, Ctrl+U, decrease the font size by 1 point, Ctrl+left bracket, increase the font size by 1 point, Ctrl+right bracket, center the text, Ctrl+E, align the text to the left, Ctrl+L, align the text to the right, Ctrl+R. Cancel a command, ESC, undo the previous action, Ctrl+Z, redo the previous action, if possible, Ctrl+Y, adjust the zoom magnification, Alt+W, Q, then use the Tab key in the zoom dialog box to go to the value you want. Split the document window, Ctrl+Alt+S, remove the document window split, Alt+Shift+C or Ctrl+Alt+S. Let's talk about ribbon keyboard shortcuts. The ribbon groups related options on tabs. For example, on the Home tab, the font group includes the font color option. Press the Alt key to display the ribbon shortcuts, called key tips, as letters and small images next to the tabs and options as shown in the image below. Have a look at frequently use the access keys for ribbon tabs. Move to the Tell Me or Search field on the ribbon to search for assistance or help content. Alt+Q, then enter the search term. Open the File page to use Backstage View. Alt+F. Open the Home tab to use common formatting commands, paragraph styles, and the Find tool. Alt+H, open the Insert tab to insert tables, pictures and shapes, headers, or text boxes. Alt+N, open the Design tab to use themes, colors, and effects, such as page borders. Alt+G, open the Layout tab to work with page margins, page orientation, indentation, and spacing. Alt+P, open the References tab to add a table of contents, footnotes, or a table of citations. Alt+S, open the Mailings tab to manage mail merge tasks and to work with envelopes and labels. Alt+M, open the Review tab to use spell check, set proofing languages, and to track and review changes to your document. Alt+R, open the View tab to choose a document view or mode, such as Read mode or Outline view. You can also set the zoom magnification and manage multiple document windows. Alt+W. Now, have a look at work in the ribbon with the keyboard. Select the Active tab on the ribbon and activate the access keys, Alt or F10. To move to a different tab, use access keys or the arrow keys. Move the focus to commands on the ribbon, Tab key or Shift+Tab. Move between command groupings on the ribbon, Control+Left or right arrow key. Move among the items on the ribbon, arrow keys. Activate the selected button, spacebar or enter. Open the list for the selected command, down arrow key. Open the menu for the selected button, Alt+down arrow key. When a menu or submenu is open, move to the next command, down arrow key. Expand or collapse the ribbon, Ctrl+F1. Open the context menu, Shift+F10 or, on a Windows keyboard, the context key. Between the right Alt and right Control keys, move to the submenu when a main menu is open or selected, left arrow key. Now, have a look at Navigate the document. Move the cursor one word to the left, Control+Left arrow key. Move the cursor one word to the right, Control+Right arrow key. Move the cursor up by one paragraph, Control+Up arrow key. Move the cursor down by one paragraph, Control+Down arrow key. Move the cursor to the end of the current line, and move the cursor to the Beginning the current line, home, move the cursor to the top of the screen, Ctrl plus Alt plus page up, move the cursor to the bottom of the screen, Ctrl plus Alt plus page down, move the cursor by scrolling the document view up by one screen, page up. Move the cursor by scrolling the document view down by one screen, page down, move the cursor to the top of the next page, Ctrl plus page down, move the cursor to the top of the previous page, Ctrl plus page up, move the cursor to the end of the document, Ctrl plus end, move the cursor to the beginning of the document, Ctrl plus home, move the cursor to the location of the previous revision, Shift plus F5. Move the cursor to the location of the last revision made before the document was last closed, Shift plus F5. Immediately after opening the document, cycle through floating shapes, such as text boxes or images, Ctrl plus Alt plus 5, and then the Tab key repeatedly, exit the floating shape navigation and return to the normal navigation, ESC, display the navigation task pane, to search within the document content, Ctrl plus F, display the Go to dialog box, to navigate to a specific page, bookmark, footnote, table, comment, graphic, or other location, Ctrl plus G, cycle through the locations of the 4 previous changes made to the document, Ctrl plus Alt plus Z. Now have a look at navigate the document using the browse options in Word 2007 and 2010. Open the list of browse options to define the type of object to browse by, Ctrl plus Alt plus home, move to the previous object of the defined type, Ctrl plus page up. Move to the next object of the defined type, Ctrl plus page down. Now, have a look at preview and print documents. Print the document, Ctrl plus P, switch to print preview, Ctrl plus Alt plus I, move around the preview page when zoomed in, arrow keys, move by one preview page when zoomed out, page up or page down, move to the first preview page when zoomed out, Ctrl plus home, move to the last preview page when zoomed out, Ctrl plus end. Now, have a look at select text and graphics. Select text, Shift plus arrow keys, select the word to the left, Ctrl plus Shift plus left arrow key. Select the word to the right, Ctrl plus Shift plus right arrow key. Select from the current position to the beginning of the current line, Shift plus home. Select from the current position to the end of the current line, Shift plus end. Select from the current position to the beginning of the current paragraph, Ctrl plus Shift plus up arrow key. Select from the current position to the end of the current paragraph, Ctrl plus Shift plus down arrow key. Select from the current position to the top of the screen, Shift plus page up. Select from the current position to the bottom of the screen, Shift plus page down. Select from the current position to the beginning of the document, Ctrl plus Shift plus home. Select from the current position to the end of the document, Ctrl plus Shift plus end. Select from the current position to the bottom of the window, Ctrl plus Alt plus Shift plus page down. Select all document content, Ctrl plus A. Now, have a look at extend a selection. Start extending the selection, F8, in the extend selection mode. Clicking a location in the document extends the current selection to that location. Select the nearest character to the left or right, F8. Left or right arrow key, expand the selection, F8 repeatedly to expand the selection to the entire word, sentence, paragraph, section, and document. Reduce the selection, Shift plus F8, select a vertical block of text, Ctrl plus Shift plus F8, then press the arrow keys, stop extending the selection, ESC. Now, have a look at edit text and graphics. Delete one word to the left, Ctrl plus backspace, delete one word to the right, Ctrl plus delete. Open the clipboard task pane and enable the Office clipboard, which allows you to copy and paste content between Microsoft Office apps. Alt plus HFO, cut the selected content to the clipboard, Ctrl plus X, copy the selected content to the clipboard, Ctrl plus C, paste the contents of the clipboard, Ctrl plus V, move the selected content to a specific location. F2, move the cursor to the destination, and then press enter, copy the selected content to a specific location, Shift plus F2, move the cursor to the destination, and then press enter. Define an auto text block with the selected content, Alt plus F3, insert an auto text block, the first few characters of the auto text block, and then press enter when the screen tip appears. Cut the selected content to spike, Ctrl plus F3, paste the contents of the spike, Ctrl plus Shift plus F3, copy the selected formatting, Ctrl plus Shift plus C, paste the selected formatting, Control plus Shift plus V, copy the header or footer used in previous section of the document. Alt plus Shift plus R, display the replace dialog box to find and replace text, specific formatting, or special items. Control plus H, display the object dialog box to insert a file object into the document. Alt plus N, J, insert a smart art graphic. Alt plus N, M, insert a word art graphic. Alt plus N, W. Now, have a look at align and format paragraphs. Center the paragraph. Control plus E, justify the paragraph. Control plus J, align the paragraph to the left. Control plus L, align the paragraph to the right. Control plus R, indent the paragraph. Control plus M, remove a paragraph indent. Control plus Shift plus M, create a hanging indent. Control plus T, remove a hanging indent. Control plus Shift plus T, remove paragraph formatting. Control plus Q, apply single spacing to the paragraph. Control plus 1, apply double spacing to the paragraph. Control plus 2, apply 1.5 line spacing to the paragraph. Control plus 5, add or remove space before the paragraph. Control plus 0, enable auto format. Control plus Alt plus K, apply the normal style. Control plus Shift plus N, apply the heading 1 style. Control plus Alt plus 1, apply the heading 2 style. Control plus Alt plus 2, apply the heading 3 style. Control plus Alt plus 3, display the Apply Styles task pane. Control plus Shift plus S, display the Styles task pane. Control plus Alt plus Shift plus S. Now, have a look at Format Characters. Display the font dialog box. Control plus D, Control plus Shift plus F, increase the font size. Control plus Shift plus right angle bracket, decrease the font size. Control plus Shift plus left angle bracket, increase the font size by 1 point. Control plus right bracket, decrease the font size by 1 point. Control plus left bracket, switch the text between uppercase, lowercase, and title case. Shift plus F3, change the text to all uppercase. Control plus Shift plus A, hide the selected text. Control plus Shift plus H, apply bold formatting. Control plus B, apply underline formatting. Control plus U, apply underline formatting to the words, but not the spaces. Control plus Shift plus W, apply double underline formatting. Control plus Shift plus D, apply italic formatting. Control plus I, apply small caps formatting. Control plus Shift plus K, apply subscript formatting. Control plus equal sign, apply superscript formatting. Control plus Shift plus plus sign, remove manual character formatting. Control plus spacebar, change the selected text to the symbol font. Control plus Shift plus Q, display all non-printing characters. Control plus Shift plus 8, display the reveal formatting task pane. Shift plus F1. Now, have a look at insert special characters. Insert a line break. Shift plus Enter, insert a page break. Control plus Enter, insert a column break. Control plus Shift plus Enter, insert an M dash. Control plus Alt plus minus sign, insert an N dash. Control plus minus sign, insert an optional hyphen. Control plus hyphen, insert a non-breaking hyphen. Control plus Shift plus hyphen, insert a non-breaking space. Control plus Shift plus spacebar, insert a copyright symbol. Control plus Alt plus C, insert a registered trademark symbol. Control plus Alt plus R, insert a trademark symbol. Control plus Alt plus T, insert an ellipsis. Control plus Alt plus period, insert the Unicode character for the specified Unicode hexadecimal character code. For example, to insert the euro currency symbol, type 20AC, and then hold down Alt and press X. Tip: to find out the Unicode character code for a selected character, press Alt plus X. The character code, then press Alt plus X. Insert the ANSI character for the specified ANSI character code. For example, to insert the euro currency symbol, hold down Alt and press 0128 on the numeric keypad. Alt plus the character code. Now, have a look at work with web content. Insert a hyperlink. Control plus K, go back one page. Alt plus left arrow key, go forward one page. Alt plus right arrow key, refresh the page. F9. Now, have a look at work with tables. Move to the next cell in the row and select its content. Tab key, move to the previous cell in the row and select its content. Shift plus Tab, move to the first cell in the row, Alt plus Home, move to the last cell in the row. Alt plus End, move to the first cell in the column. Alt plus Page Up, move to the last cell in the column. Alt plus Page Down, move to the previous row. Up arrow key, move to the next row. Down arrow key, move one row up. Alt plus Shift plus up arrow key, move one row down. Alt plus Shift plus down arrow key. Now, have a look at select table content. Select the content in the next cell, Tab key, select the content in the previous cell. Shift plus Tab, extend a selection to adjacent cells. Shift plus arrow keys, select a column. Select the top or bottom cell of the column, and then press Shift plus up or down arrow key, select a row. Select the first or last cell in the row, and then press Shift plus Alt plus End or Home. Select the whole table, Alt plus 5 on the numeric keypad, with number lock switched off. Now, have a look at Insert Paragraphs and Tab Characters in a table. Insert a new paragraph in a cell, Enter. Insert a tab character in a cell, Control plus Tab. Now, have a look at Review a document. Insert a comment, Control plus Alt plus M, turn change tracking on or off. Control plus Shift plus E, close the reviewing pane. Alt plus Shift plus C. Now, have a look at Work with references, citations, and indexing. Mark a table of contents entry. Alt plus Shift plus O, mark a table of authorities entry, citation. Alt plus Shift plus I, choose citation options. Alt plus Shift plus F12, spacebar, mark an index entry. Alt plus Shift plus X, insert a footnote. Control plus Alt plus F, insert an endnote. Control plus Alt plus D, go to the next footnote. Alt plus Shift plus right angle bracket, go to the previous footnote. Alt plus Shift plus left angle bracket. Now, have a look at Mail Merge and Fields. Preview the mail merge. Alt plus Shift plus K, merge a document. Alt plus Shift plus N, print the merged document. Alt plus Shift plus M, edit a mail merge data document. Alt plus Shift plus E, insert a merge field. Alt plus Shift plus F. Now, have a look at Work with fields. Insert a date field. Alt plus Shift plus D, insert a listenem field. Control plus Alt plus L, insert a page field. Alt plus Shift plus P, insert a time field. Alt plus Shift plus T, insert an empty field. Control plus F9, update the linked information in a Microsoft Word source document. Control plus Shift plus F7, update the selected fields. F9, unlink a field. Control plus Shift plus F9, switch between a selected field code and its result. Shift plus F9, switch between all field codes and their results. Alt plus F9, run GoTo button or macro button from a field displaying field results. Alt plus Shift plus F9, go to the next field, F11. Go to the previous field, Shift plus F11, lock a field. Control plus F11, unlock a field. Control plus Shift plus F11. Now, have a look at Work with text in other languages. Every document has a default language, typically the same default language as your computer's operating system. If your document also contains words or phrases in a different language, it's a good idea to set the proofing language for those words. This not only makes it possible to check spelling and grammar for those phrases, but it also enables assistive technologies like screen readers to handle them appropriately. Display the language dialog box to set the proofing language. Alt plus R UL, set default languages. Alt plus R L. Now, have a look at Insert International Characters. To type a lowercase character by using a key combination that includes the Shift key, hold down the Control plus Shift plus symbol keys simultaneously, and then release them before you type the letter A-I-O-U, press Control plus grave accent, A-A-I-O-U-Y, press Control plus single quotation mark A-E-I-O-U, press Control plus Shift plus caret, A-N-O, press Control plus Shift plus tilde, A-E-I-O-U-Y, press Control plus Shift plus colon, A-A, Control plus Shift plus @ sign, A-E-A-E. Control plus Shift plus ampersand, O-E, Control plus Shift plus ampersand, C-C, Control plus comma, D, Control plus single quotation mark, O-O, Control plus /, Control plus Alt plus Shift plus question mark. Control plus Alt plus Shift plus exclamation point, SS, Control plus Shift plus ampersand. Now, have a look at Use Input Method Editors for East Asian languages. switch to the Japanese input method editor for a 101 key keyboard, if available. Alt plus tilde, switch to the Korean input method editor for a 101 key keyboard, if available. Right Alt, switch to the Chinese input method editor for a 101 key keyboard, if available. Control plus spacebar. Now, have a look at work with document views. Word offers several different views of a document. Each view makes it easier to do certain tasks. Switch to the read mode view. In Word 2007 and 2010, this is called full screen reading view. Alt plus W, F, switch to the print layout view. Control plus Alt plus P, switch to the outline view. Control plus Alt plus O, switch to the draft view. Control plus Alt plus N. Now, have a look at outline a document. These shortcuts only apply when the document is in the outline view. Promote a paragraph. Alt plus Shift plus left arrow key. Demote a paragraph. Alt plus Shift plus right arrow key. Demote the paragraph to. Body text. Control plus Shift plus N, move the selected paragraphs up. Alt plus Shift plus up arrow key, move the selected paragraphs down. Alt plus Shift plus down arrow key. Expand the text under a heading. Alt plus Shift plus plus sign, collapse the text under a heading. Alt plus Shift plus minus sign, expand or collapse all text or headings. Alt plus Shift plus A, hide or display the character formatting. / switch between showing the first line of body text and showing all body text. Alt plus Shift plus L, show all headings with the heading 1 style. Alt plus Shift plus 1, show all headings with the specified heading level. Alt plus Shift plus heading level number, insert a tab character. Control plus Tab. Now, have a look at move through the document in read mode. Move to the beginning of the document, home. Move to the end of the document, and go to a specific page, type the page number, then press enter, exit read mode, ESC. Now, have a look at use function key shortcuts. F1 alone displays the word help task pane. Shift plus F1 displays or hides context sensitive help or the reveal formatting task pane. Control plus F1 displays or hides the ribbon. Alt plus F1 moves to the next field. Alt plus Shift plus F1 moves to the previous field. Now, have a look at F2. F2 alone moves the selected text or graphic. Use the arrow keys to place the cursor where you want to move the text or graphic, and then press enter to move or press ESC to cancel. Shift plus F2 copies the selected text or graphic. Use the arrow keys to place the cursor where you want to copy the text or graphic, and then press enter to copy or press ESC to cancel. Control plus F2 displays the print preview area on the print tab in the backstage view. Now, have a look at F3. Shift plus F3 switches the selected text between uppercase, lowercase, and title case. Control plus F3 cuts the selected content to the spike. You can cut multiple texts and graphics to the spike, and paste them as a group to another location. Control plus Shift plus F3 pastes the contents of the spike. Alt plus F3 creates a new building block. Alt plus Shift plus F2 saves the document. Control plus Alt plus F2 displays the open dialog box. Now, have a look at F4. F4 alone repeats the last command or action, if possible. Shift plus F4 repeats the last find or go to action. Control plus F4 closes the current document. Alt plus F4 closes Word. Now, have a look at F5. F5 alone displays the go to dialog box. Shift plus F5 moves the cursor to the last change. Control plus Shift plus F5 displays the bookmark dialog box. Alt plus F5 restores the document window size. Now, have a look at F6. F6 alone switch between the document, task pane, status bar, and ribbon. In a document that has been split, F6 includes the split panes when switching between panes and the task pane. Shift plus F6 switches between the document, ribbon, status bar, and task pane. Control plus F6 switches to the next document window when more than one document is open. Control plus Shift plus F6 switches to the previous document window when more than one document is open. Alt plus F6 moves from an open dialog box back to the document for dialog boxes that support this behavior. Now, have a look at F7. F7 alone displays the editor task pane to check spelling and grammar in the document or the selected text. Shift plus F7 displays the thesaurus task pane. Control plus Shift plus F7 updates the linked information in a Word source document. Alt plus F7 finds the next spelling or grammatical error. Alt plus Shift plus F7 in Word 2013 and newer displays the translator task pane. In Word 2007 and 2010 displays the research task pane. Now, have a look at F8. F8 alone extends the selection. For example, if a word is selected, the selection size is extended to one sentence. Shift plus F8 reduces the selection. For example, if a paragraph is selected, the selection size is reduced to one sentence. Control plus Shift plus F8 turns extend selection mode on and off. In the extend selection mode, the arrow keys extend the selection. Now, have a look at F9. F9 alone updates the selected fields. Shift plus F9 switches between a field code and its result. Control plus F9 inserts an empty field. Control plus Shift plus F9 unlinks the current field. Alt plus F9 switches between all field codes and their results. Alt plus Shift plus F9 runs goto button or macro button from a field displaying field results. Now, have a look at F10. F10 alone turns key tips on or off. Shift plus F10 displays the shortcut menu for the selected item. Control plus F10 maximizes or restores the document window size. Alt plus F10 displays the selection task pane. Alt plus Shift plus F10 displays the menu or message for available actions, for example, for pasted text or an autocorrect change. Now, have a look at F11. F11 alone moves to the next field. Shift plus F11 moves to the previous field. Control plus F11 locks the current field. Control plus Shift plus F11 unlocks the current field. Alt plus F11 opens the Microsoft Visual Basic for Applications editor, in which you can create a macro using Visual Basic for Applications. Now, have a look at F12. F12 alone displays the Save as dialog box. Shift plus F12 saves the document. Control plus F12 displays the Open dialog box. Control plus Shift plus F12 displays the Print tab in the Backstage view. Alt plus Shift plus F12 selects the Table of Contents button in the Table of Contents container when the container is active. In the end, I would like to request you please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my Information Hub official YouTube channel with the bell icon. I hope that in this video you have learned a lot of short keys, so see you next video and take care.